we need to come out as a country and tell ourselves the truth. President Akufo-Addo and his crony of thieves in government have intentionally sat down and run this. And look, when I call them thieves, I mean thieves, literal thieves.
Aren't you being a bit too hard?
No, listen, Chief. Are you aware that this government, and look, President Akufo-Addo and his ministers, Atachia, Asensu Boachi, will face prosecution. The Mahama administration, I would lead that charge. If they don't prosecute the people in charge of the Works and Housing Ministry when we come to office, I will take the government of John Mahama to task from 2025. Because this project is in my constituency. Over $7 million of building material, listen, $7 million has been stolen by this government, under the watch of this government. They abandoned the site, put national security and police officers on the site that they were protecting the site, and $7 million worth of building material that was left in there to complete, tiles, cables, pipes, $7 million stolen. Look, my boys kept complaining and telling me that, Honorable, the police guys that government has put here are stealing. And I said it's not true. One of the days...
Wait, you are saying the police themselves stole those things? The
so-called police and national security who were put there. I'm telling you the story. 1 a.m., my guys called me and said, Honorable, we've been telling you said we're lying, so now we've caught them. I drove to the site. At 1 a.m., so-called police officers with a Kia Bongo truck had loaded tiles, sanitary wares, toilet bowls, and all from the site. We took them to the Chopoli police station. From there, we marched them on to the Tema Regional Command. That case has died because the guys made it clear to me, Honorable, we were sent by our commanders to come and take the things.
Which commanders?
When they said they were sent by their commanders, but these were people who were put there by national security. I'm saying, Dr. Blaze...
No, yes. but it behoves you then. I mean, where you find yourself, you have that clout, that opportunity.
We have asked questions.
You shouldn't let this... If this is what it is,
and that's what I'm saying to you, that the
lie.
Akufo-Addo government is a bunch of crooks and thieves who have intentionally left Saglimi to rot so that they can sell it to themselves for a pittance. Now they are facing the challenge. Look, I'm reading to you a story. If you say Sam George is playing politics. 1st of May, 2021, Ghana Web, Saglimi Housing, equipment worth $7 million stolen at project site, former consultant. And that is being said not by me, by Dr. Kaminta Baizi, who was the consultant for the project. $7 million. There are several other stories. Look, we caught policemen stealing from the Saglimi Housing project. All reported by the media. Because I addressed the media when we did this. This was not the state of Saglimi. They have intentionally and willfully caused financial loss to the state. And look, this whole talk about we are going to give it to a private contractor. It is just another create, loot, and keep. This is not create, loot, and share. Create, loot, and keep by the kleptocrats, the thieves in the Akufo-Addo government. Because the Minister for Defense is a cabinet minister, Dominic Nitiwo. He appeared before Parliament's Defense and Interior Committee and said cabinet had approved that the military should take over Saglimi, complete it and use it as a military facility, because you know that in my constituency you also have the Bundasi military range, which is right next to the Saglimi housing project. So the military was good. This was what he said under oath to the Parliamentary Defense and Interior Committee, the Minister for Defense. So on what basis does the cabinet of Akufo-Addo ask the Minister for Defense and the Ghana Armed Forces to take over Saglimi? And then the next moment, another minister who sits in that same cabinet is now saying that he is offering it to private developers. And then the next time you see the mother serpent of corruption, Akufo-Addo, who's been told...
I suggest you not use...
Why? Am I the one who's calling mother serpent of corruption?
Well, someone else may have said it. Someone else, Martin Amidou may have said it.
The president's appointee,
we don't have to...
as special prosecutor, says that the president who appointed him is the mother serpent of corruption. I have no apologies using that. It is the president's own appointee. The person he appointed to fight corruption said he.
But he is president of the land. Do you feel if when
criminals also become president?
Hold on. When certain things were said about former President Rawlings, in fact, at Mills, I remember some of the very sad things that were said
without any basis.
President Kufuor, President Mahama.
Things without basis were said about them, and we swallowed them.
But you think this must stand because
this is factual. I'm telling you that President Akufo-Addo has intentionally allowed the rot of Saglemi and allows his cronies to steal $7 million worth of equipment from the site. If he is not the mother serpent of corruption, what is he? Look, President Akufo-Addo is complicit in what has happened. And look, you see, they turn around and say they need 48 million or 46 million to complete this. You have cost over $200 million worth of loss to the same taxpayer. And you think that you have not occasioned pain? Well, like President Mahama has served notice, any private developer who has his head properly screwed on should stay away from Saglemi.
But wouldn't that be interference? You said to me at the start that it's within your constituency, and if any private developer tries to do anything, you will personally obstruct the efforts of that person. But you'd be interfering with the law and the power of the state. Okay. You are not above the law, you know that.
Oh, absolutely. But anybody who wants to enforce the law must do it in conjunction with the Constitution. The president is also not above the law. His minister is also not above the law. That land is my family land. We gave it to government. Government has not paid compensation in full. We gave it to government because government said they were building public affordable housing. Government on its own cannot turn it around and hand it over to a private developer. They must come back and engage the family. If you've not engaged the family, on what basis are you going? If any private developer comes, they will see him as a trespasser because government has not acquitted and discharged itself completely to the allodial owners of the land. That land does not belong to government. And so we are fortified by the laws of this land to say that until government discharges its responsibilities and obligations under the lease agreement, you cannot go and take a lease agreement from government, a government land, and say you are going to do a public project and convert it to private project on your own. No, the president doesn't have that power. And we must begin to let the president know that he is not a monarch. He holds power in trust for the people.